Welcome back to Tractors and Such. Today I'm going to work on this mower. I'm going to do a build on it for my cousin that's in the first grade, and he's interested in tractors. So I want to start off while doing some of the mechanical stuff. Let's get to it. So the first thing I need to do is I need to take the hood off. Simple, right? Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this engine cover off so that I can clean the inside of the engine out of this housing. So, because you never know, there could be a mouse nest in there or some kind, but you never have that. You need to really clean that out because it could overheat, and overheating, these engines don't like that. You gotta take the air cleaner intake cover off, otherwise you can't get the cover off. Right, so now let's get to taking the cover off. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm glad I took that off. Let's continue. I gotta put all this back on. So I'm gonna take the choke cable off, and I'm gonna have to get a new one, of course, but I'm gonna take it off right here. Take this, loosen this bolt, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it off so I can go get one at the parts store whenever I go. Alright, so now I'm going to choke it. I got my key in my hand, so I need to set the parking brake, and let's see if she'll start. Alright, so I got that fixed. Now I just need to put a choke cable in. Well, as the engine runs good, I got a slight problem here. You see how the tires are aligned? As you put it in reverse, the tires will bow in. I'm gonna get the ramps. I'm just gonna drive the front end on the ramp. Alrighty, so I got my ramp set up. All I'm gonna do is simply drive over the ramps. Well guys, I got it on the ramps, and I went under there and took both nuts off of for these steering arms. There's bushings in there, and the one for this side. And I want to replace the other side because the steering was sloppy and you backed in at both ends. I think this plastic bushing is not really there anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run to the parts store tomorrow to try and get one of them choke cable. I may try to get an air filter as well. And I might get an oil filter so I can change the oil. And I'm going to call it a night. So I may come back out in the morning if I get parts. And plus, there's a storm rolling in, and I'd like to get inside and put all my tools up so I can have a night off. Alrighty. See y'all tomorrow. Alright, so now I returned from the parts store and I couldn't wait, so I done replaced the air filter and I done run the choke in, the new choke in. So now what we got happened is, well, I got two tubes and I got both the wheels off. I got one tube put in. Paul's over here doing the tube right now.
Take it out the old valve stand. Putting tubes in these weather cracked wheels so they won't go down. You always want to get the back end of the valve stem out of the wheel when you take it apart. I'm going to go ahead and break it down and then we'll get it out. Get all the stuff out of the inside of the wheel, especially the valve stem. The back end of the valve stem. And when you get ready to put the tube in the wheel, always place the valve stem up right above where the goes in the wheel. So you've got it on the right side, you're not putting it in upside down. Always put your stem retainer on the end of your tube when you put it in your tire, so that'll hold it, keep it from falling back through till you get the wheel mounted again. Start to remount your tire on your wheel when you don't have a tire changer. We're doing all this by hand. Put your pair of vice grips on the rim of the tire at the point where you're going to start. That holds the tire, keep it from just continue slipping off. Then you start, get your tire ready, and you start mashing down from this point. See, you got your tube retainer holding the stem, keeping it from falling back. Now when you're airing up the tire, you got to take your tube retaining tool back off. So to keep your finger on the side of the tube, the valve stem. Hold pressure on it. Then when you put when you're putting air in, hold on it. You don't let the tire pull it back from it till the tube gets inflated in the inside. And then when the speed comes up to meet the wheel on both sides, you stop. And one thing to not do is do not put no more
than 10 pounds of air in it.
Sometimes you got to put more air than 10 pounds in it to get the bead to come out, but then you've got to let the air back out. You just want 10 pounds in these tars. So I'm going to have to let 10 pounds back out. All right, I'm marking this wheel so that I can drill it to put duals on the back of it, country boy style. My pin was on one long enough, so I had to make it longer.
We got done was I've got the duals. We've got the duals on the mower now. Now we're getting ready to give it a pressure wash. Then that will be the end of part 1 of the mechanics. And the next part will be of the actual cab built, or a cab roll cage build. So I'll be on the next part, and I got the motor's running good. Then I got to just get it pressure washed and everything. So now to the devotion.
Our devotion today is found in Genesis chapter 1, beginning at verse 6. And God said, "Let the firmament in the midst of the waters, let it divide the water from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And the God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day." God bless you for watching. Thank you for watching Cage Video.